and flows of angel hair, and ice cream castles in the air, and feather canyons everywhere. I've looked at clouds that way, but now they only block the sun. They rain and snow on everyone. So many things I would have done, but clouds got in my way.
CHANGE. Change. Change is something that you tend to reflect on in smaller settings. It's rare that we reflect on change unless we are supposed to. Change most times is seen as a negative connotation. You've changed. How is someone supposed to take that? Is that a positive or a negative? Have I actually changed, or do you not like how I've chosen to present myself? When I think of being young, I think of being free, being artistically driven. I think of how different things in my life have shaped me into who I am today. I could write you a novel on things that have happened in my life that haven't been easy, but can't we all? I grew up at a fast age, and I'm thankful for that. I have experienced life in a way that makes you grateful for everything that you have, and has made me want to work harder for the things that I want to achieve. Too often in my life, I have focused on things that I didn't have. I made them a reality in my head. It's like I've lived in this parallel universe where my brain is exactly how I want it to be. I got so wrapped up in what I thought myself and my life were supposed to be, I lost my true ways of being. I've lied. I've been mean. I've given far too much attention to things I shouldn't. I've prioritized the wrong things. I haven't kept my word. The list goes on for things in my life I've done, but I've learned from. I needed to stop expecting everyone else to do work for themselves to change, but not fix a single thing about how I was living. It took hitting rock bottom for me to understand who I am and what I needed to do for myself to be the best version of myself. I needed to change. Nothing about coming to terms with my behavior was easy. It still isn't. I'm not perfect. I still sometimes will do things that I reflect on and would do differently. I'm human. I've learned to take those things and turn them into something beautiful so I can see the other side of the assumed mess that I've made. Taking this inner look can be an up and down feeling. If I was upset about looking at my actions from the other side, that was a sign that I needed to do something. This journey has been grueling. It will be a journey I'm on for the rest of my life because we as humans are ever changing and ever blossoming. I've learned to fight my depression, my lack of self-confidence. I've learned to say that I'm talented and I love myself. I love my weird clothes. I love my paperboy hat that everyone thinks is ugly. I love my plants. I love making art. I love playing bass. I love hiking, surfing. The list goes on regarding things in life I love. Most of all, I love how I have changed. I no longer have that implemented feeling that change is a bad thing. I'm glad I have learned to appreciate and love myself for who I really am, because all of us shine in certain settings. And I have to be okay with being honest about where I shine and where I don't. 2 years ago, I never would have said that. This is scary. This is vulnerable. I was terrified to do this. I kept telling myself I didn't have a story to tell. Someone told me, if you want to be an artist, you're going to have to be okay with being in a vulnerable situation if it means you have quality in what you're producing. Keep your boundaries, but maybe now would be a good time to reevaluate what that means. I was going to tell you a story about how I became terrified but fascinated by sharks. But that changed, and so have I.
Tears and fears and feeling proud to say I love you right out loud. Dreams and schemes and circus crowds. I've looked at life that way. But now old friends are acting strange. They shake their heads. They say I've changed. Well, something's lost